Hello and welcome to session number 5 of our healthy lifestyle sessions with Change for Life Sunderland with Anth and Brian. Okay, today guys we're going to be looking at packed lunches. Okay, so we've got quite a bit to look at today, get through a little bit of a practical, but also look at how we can make up a packed lunch. Okay, so just a very quick recap of our Eat Well guide, which we've covered in previous sessions. So very quickly, you all should be familiar with this, but if not, quickly just run around what our Eat Well guide is. This basically is just showing a plate, okay, with different sections. Now, can you remember how many sections are on this guide? Yeah, 5 sections. So remember, the green section is fruits and vegetables, okay? Fruits and vegetables full of vitamins and minerals, good for our body, keep away any kind of bugs, sickness, illnesses, things like that, coughs, colds, flus, okay? Plenty of fruit and veg in your diet, lots of different varieties. The yellow section, another big section here, carbohydrates, gives us lots and lots of energy. Yeah, that's right. Potatoes, bread, pasta, rice, cereals, porridge, things like that. Yeah, so big section, we should get a little bit more from it, just like the fruits and veg. Try and get as much as you can in there. Okay, slightly smaller section down here in pink, that's your proteins, yeah, your protein foods. So they're good for building muscle, yeah, but also good for growth and repair. Okay, so foods in here, chicken, fish, eggs, things like that, yeah, peas, lentils, beans, stuff like that. Okay, so that's our protein foods. Slightly smaller section here in blue, this is our dairy section. Okay, contains calcium, okay, good for our bones and teeth. Foods that you might find in this group: cheese, yogurt, milks. Yeah, if you ever need to recap any of that, obviously our first session on the Eat Well guide will go over everything in a bit more detail, but very important section here, yeah. And the final little section in purple is our oils and spreads, okay? So again, very important for us because they help to keep us warm, protect our organs, and provide us with a little bit of energy, but still important. We just don't have as much, that's why it's a little bit smaller, okay? So, like I said, if you ever want to revisit this guide, just go back to maybe session 1 and have a little look through, okay? So that's your Eat Well guide. Slightly off the Eat Well guide, you'll see fats and sugars, which we did week 2. That was a topic in itself. Maybe foods that we don't want as much, maybe as a treat now and again, because they do contain a lot more fats and a lot more sugars, which if we have too many, might not be too good for our bodies, okay? And up in the top corner here, water. We need to keep ourselves hydrated by having at least 6 to 8 glasses a day. Okay, so we'll move on.
Yeah. So we're going to talk a little bit about packed lunches now, and we will be using the Eat Well guide as a bit of a reference point as well. So a lot of the foods that we'll have in a packed lunch we'll recognise from the Eat Well guide that we've been looking at there. So question here is, and this is something that you can maybe have a little think about amongst yourselves, for 30 seconds or so, okay? When do you have a packed lunch? Okay, so when would you make a packed lunch? There will be a variety of different reasons why we might want to put a packed lunch up, and what we want to do, we want to put a packed lunch is we want to be filling, we want it to be tasty, we want it to be healthy as well, yeah? So have a little think, just for a few seconds there, about why we might have a packed lunch. See if you come to the same ideas as us.
Okay, lots of different ideas, isn't there? Yeah,
Loads
lots of places.
Yeah, where you might go with families, where you might go with schools, etc. So let's have a little look. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so school lunch. So you might take a packed lunch for your school lunch, yeah? So a lot of people have school dinners provided by the school, but a lot of people also take their own lunch in, yeah? So you might put up a packed lunch in the morning to go with your school lunch. Okay, it could be a school trip, okay? So you're going on an excursion somewhere with school, and you're going to be out for the full day. You're going to need to have some food along the way at lunchtime. Most of the time we'll be taking a packed lunch there, so important again to keep that nice and healthy on a school trip. Picnic, yeah. So as the weather starts to get a little bit better, summertime comes around, we might be going on family picnics, yeah. And again, so we'll be looking at all the nice things that we can put up to take out together to eat as a family, yeah. Excellent. Family trips, it could be, you might be going on a holiday, you might be going on somewhere a longer period of time, you might need to take a little bit extra food with you for where you're going, you might be going on a camping trip, something like that. and it could be just like a day out somewhere. Again, you know, we go on a day out somewhere, we might go visit a city or like, you know, like a nature place where there might not be the food that you maybe want to eat. So you can take your own food, you can make sure whatever you're having for your lunch that day is going to be healthy and tasty as well by putting it up in a packed lunch. Okay, so did you come up with any of those similar ideas yourselves? Okay, I think it might have done. But now the next question we want to look at is, you know, which foods do we have in a packed lunch? Okay, so if you were making yourself a packed lunch, what would you put inside of it? Okay, got a few little examples here. Will you make up a sandwich? Crisps? Would there be a packet of crisps in there? Would you have a biscuit in there? Would there be a cereal bar? Would you take some yogurt? Would you have a piece of fruit? Would you have any sweets in there? Pop? Would you have pop as a drink in there? Would you have chocolate in there? Okay, so a few different foods there, some of them which could be very healthy, like a sandwich made on wholemeal bread, depending on what you put inside it. Some might not be too healthy and be really sugary, like sweets and things like that. So what do you think you would like to put in your packed lunch? Would you have a drink like water? Would be healthier. Would you have any vegetable sticks in there? So, we're going to go on a trip, is that right?
Yeah, we're going to go on a trip, yeah?
Excellent.
So, Brian, where do you want to go? We'll go on a trip, shall we?
Well, if we look at these places at the moment, there's not many that are still open.
Yeah.
So maybe we're going to do a socially distanced trip at the beach.
Sounds good, yeah? So if we're going to go to the beach, we're going to make up a packed lunch, yeah?
Okay.
And we're going to see what is going to go into this packed lunch. So guys, we'll have a look and we'll see what Brian's going to take in his packed lunch. So the first thing we're going to look at is an unhealthy packed lunch. So Brian, what are you going to take?
Okay, so for my packed lunch, I've got a meat pie, yeah. So that's going to be the main part of my packed lunch, yeah. Drink to go with that is I'm going to have a shop bought strawberry milkshake, okay. And then on the side, I'm just going to have a couple of chocolate biscuits, yeah. That's going to be my packed lunch, nice and simple.
Yeah. Okay, so that would be maybe a slightly unhealthier version of a packed lunch, okay. Shall we have a look into it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would be a very unhealthy packed lunch to have this for a variety of reasons. First one, which you in a meat pie, you got a lot of pastry around the outside there. So pastry, maybe a lot of butter and oil. The quality of the meat in a shop bought meat pie might not be the best as if you got one from you know a butcher's or one was made homemade with kind of sort of like, you know, nice lean steak mince. Okay, and there's probably quite a lot of salt in there as well, which also is an ingredient that isn't too good for our health. Shop bought strawberry milkshake, probably not going to be very many fresh strawberries in here, but what you would get is a lot of sweetness from the added sugar that goes in there. Yeah, so there could be a lot of sugar in a shop bought strawberry milkshake, so you wouldn't really want too much of that at lunchtime, and especially wouldn't want to be adding more sugar on there with chocolate biscuits as well, yeah. So all in all, that packed lunch there would have quite a high amount of sugar, quite a high amount of salt, and some sort of quite a bit of fat as well, yeah, too much saturated fat.
Yeah, so guys, do you agree that packed lunch that Brian just showed there would be fairly unhealthy? Yeah, I think we agree that. And Brian, can you tell us, if you did have that as a packed lunch, how do you think that would make you feel?
Well, I probably wouldn't feel full of energy afterwards, I don't think. I would probably feel tired.
Yeah.
I would maybe just feel like, you know, a little bit uncomfortable in my stomach, yeah. And yeah, feeling a bit lazy afterwards, I think, yeah.
Sick maybe if you had too much of it as well.
Yes.
Yeah, we've felt that sometimes before, haven't we? If we have something that's maybe unhealthy or not the best, and we've had a bit of it, we might not feel too great. So, should we have a look at a different or an alternative kind of packed lunch?
Yeah.
So, a healthy packed lunch, guys, yeah? And we've actually brought some good real life examples of what a healthy packed lunch could be, okay? So if we start here, in this packed lunch box, as you can see, we've got a sandwich, yeah? So made at home, so you know exactly what's gone into it, yeah? So this healthy packed lunch is a nice tuna sandwich, yeah? So tuna sandwich there made up, okay? Some fruit there, so some oranges or satsumas, okay? and then a little box of tomatoes. So that'd be a healthy packed lunch. Would you agree, Brian?
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah.
So wholemeal bread to go on as well. Maybe a little bit of spread. Okay, a little bit of butter maybe, and some tuna to go on there. Okay. Yeah.
If you're thinking back to the food groups of the Eat Well guide there, you can see from this one here, all the foods would be off the main part of the Eat Well guide. In the foods that we should have less often in small amounts. That one there, you would get carbohydrates from your wholemeal bread. You get protein from the tuna. Yeah, you get a little bit of fat from the low-fat spread that's on the bread, and then you've obviously got some fruit and veg from your green section as well. Yeah,
and that's a really important part of that, Brian, because you are ticking off every section. Yeah, and that's exactly what we need, guys. Okay, another example. Okay, this could be another. I don't know if you can start very well, but it's another packed lunch box, and in here we've got a bit of a mixture of salad and veggies. So we've got beetroot, we've got cucumber, we've got sweet potato, we've got spinach, and we've got tomatoes. And in there, what you can pop in, basically a tin of tuna, a tin of sardines, some mackerel, your favourite fish or chicken or turkey, whatever protein source you do like, that'll work really well in a packed lunch there. And again, the same as what Brian's just mentioned there, you're ticking off every single colour from that Eat Well guide. Yeah. Okay. Down here, guys, these are really good. It's just ideas for maybe snacks when you go on, say, trips, picnics, the beach. Yeah. If you're taking them really easy to pack, really easy and healthy choices. So what we've got here, we'll have a little look in, some rice cakes with a little spread of cottage cheese and some cucumber on top. Yeah. So really easy to make, really light and really healthy. In the middle here, we've got some exotic fruit. Like exotic fruit, Brian?
Looks very nice.
Yeah. Kiwi, pineapple, mango, melon. Yeah, all in there, in that middle bit. And here, again, very easy to put together and carry and take away if you're on a picnic or on a trip. Some celery sticks, some carrots, and then just a little tub of hummus. Yeah, so you can dip in and eat there. So, some really good examples there, guys, of healthy packed lunch. And how many examples have we shown there? Yep, it doesn't have to be just the unhealthy version. You've got lots and lots of ideas,
Absolutely.
which we can also have a look at now through Change for Life.
So on the Change for Life website, on the main website, like I said, they've got a host of different ideas for all aspects of healthy lifestyles. But they do have a really great page here on healthy lunch boxes. So if you are looking at making a packed lunch at home, do have a little look at this as a good resource.
Yeah.
If you scroll down the page, got some little tips at the top, and then I'll also bring up an area where you can do some sugar swaps as well. So if you look at these here, for example, the first one is a high sugar juice drink. So if someone's putting in cartons of sugary juice, which might sound healthy at first with the kind of sort of, the raspberry titles and flavours and things like that. You could have quite a lot of added sugar in there. So you could swap something like that for a no added sugar juice drink. So maybe a little bit of no added sugar, diluted juice, topped up with either tap or bottled water. That would give you a healthy drink with a low amount of sugar in, or you can obviously go for just plain water as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Great.
If you were looking for a swap for if you usually put like a cake bar, or like my example of an unhealthy one, like chocolate biscuits, things like that, what could we have instead there? A good example there, would be provided with is a slice of malt loaf, with which still has a bit of sweetness, but and also adding a bit of sliced bananas, some sliced strawberries on there. That's going to give it a little bit more sweetness, but you're also going to get some of your fibre a day, some of those important vitamins and minerals there as well.
Excellent.
And the last example here was on so if you were to have a yogurt, if you usually have a corny yogurt or split pot yogurt, swap that to a lower sugar version with a little bit of fruit mixed into it. That's going to make it taste a little bit sweeter without adding all that extra sugar in there as well. So a few good little examples of some swaps to make there, and then some good recipes as well.
Yeah, I think it just highlights as well, guys, you don't really need to go out of your way to change the food completely.
Yeah.
Just get creative, and add to the food you want. So for example, that was really interesting there, the yogurt. You don't have to get rid of the yogurt altogether. You just pick a better version yogurt and maybe get creative and put some fruit in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Brilliant.
And then further down this page, here's where they have lots of different recipe ideas, and you can just click on any of these here and have a little look at how to make them, what ingredients you would need. And a good rule of thumb here is to think of making a packed lunch for somebody. One main part, so that could be a sandwich or kind of a pasta salad, or a tuna salad, something like that. One drink, a healthy drink of water, a no added sugar juice, ideally, and then a couple of sides. So that could be some fruit, some veg sticks, maybe rice cake, maybe a yogurt, something like that. And that would make up a nice filling, healthy packed lunch for somebody to have while you're out for a packed lunch for a picnic.
Yeah. And again, Brian, I would just find these on the Change for Life website.
Yeah. So these are all just on the main Change for Life website. Great place to look for all things health lifestyle related, and we'll add some links at the end of our sessions to these as well.
Okay, great. So thanks for joining us, guys, and we'll be back with some more sessions in the near future.
Yeah.
Okay.
See you then.
See you then. Bye.